Men today don't know how to flirt and court after women anymore. This is a common assertion I hear often from women. Well, let's find out if it is true. First, let's understand how courting or flirting used to look like at a time most referred to as the golden age of courting, the 19th century. I'd like you to examine these paintings that capture an initial romantic interaction between a man and a woman. All of them were painted around the 19th century. But I ask you to not focus on the men, but on the women. What's common to all of them? In all of the paintings, we see that the woman maintains a certain distance or mystery, mostly by not making eye contact or turning her body away from the man. But at the same time, she also clearly demonstrates interest and a desire for interaction, usually through a smile, extending a hand, or tilting her head sideways, a classic sign of affection towards someone. This dual message, I'm interested in you, and yet I could walk away at any moment, is the definition of flirting. Flirting is a balance between reassurance, I'm interested, and uncertainty, I might leave. Never at any stage in history has courtship been a process of absolute certainty. After all, what's the fun in 100% certainty? Moreover, the whole point of courtship is to show the woman you're willing to take risks even at the expense of being rejected, for the chance of winning her over. So in that regard, women are right expecting men to act in an environment of uncertainty. Men indeed are required to be somewhat bold. But the idea that courtship is a process where only the man is active and the woman is passive could not be further from the truth. Men cannot court alone, just as one cannot play alone or dance salsa alone. They need a partner, and the women in these paintings clearly show them that they have one. Courtship is a dance, and in a dance, both sides cooperate. The man does not operate the woman like a marionette. He leads her, but that means she must fulfill her role as the one being led. She is far from passive. Women who consistently report that men aren't flirting with them usually miss their part in the process. They think the man should persist and court them without any signal or reinforcement from them. Unlike the women in the paintings, they don't signal to the men that they're on the right track or that they are flattered by their advances. These women claim that in the past, men used to be men, as in bold and willing to risk being rejected. But at the same time, they neglect to ask themselves whether they play their part just as the women in the past used to do. And regarding men, they also fall into this misconception about courtship, believing that when a woman doesn't respond to their advances, it simply means they should continue trying because that's their role as men. That's a mistake. You're not supposed to keep trying. You're supposed to play like the men in the paintings do, which means you should have a partner from the get-go. If you continue despite her indifference, it's not flirting, it's begging. In the book, The Song of Songs, in the Bible, chapter 8, verse 4, it says, I adjure you, O daughters of Jerusalem, do not arouse or awaken love until it pleases. השבעתי אתכם, בנות ירושלים, מה תאירו ומה תעוררו את האהבה עד שתחפץ. First, before we delve into the content itself, who does this text address? The women. The women are the ones to awaken the love. They're not passive at all, according to this text. Second, they should wait until love pleases, which means love is not a matter of one-sided effort. It requires action, but only after there is an initial spark, meaning no side, neither the man nor the woman should act in a vacuum. Thanks for watching. And if you were wondering where did all the books behind me go, they're neatly packed in a box as we're moving tomorrow. So I'll see you soon from my new place.